Hello everyone, I already recorded quickly a video about 52 weeks of scarves, so that'll be probably loads of editing and computer time, so definitely check it out. I'm going to link it at the end of this video. I also recorded and hopefully published it that I finished a sweater for my little one, so check that out. And today I'm showing you the toy that I knitted to her, and you may have a nice laugh, but things happen when we knit, right? So here it is, and this is the teddy bear that I knitted a while back on the screen, and we have a video, so check it out. I'm showing you quickly how I made stuff. So with this one, I also recorded the process a little bit, so check that. Just to show you my progress in regard to the teddy bear. So this is the body, and I'm not sure how long it has to be. It says 8 centimeters, but obviously I'm not using the thickness of the yarn that is recommended, therefore it will not be 8 centimeters because it'll be very long there. Therefore I moved to start knitting hands, and here is the head. So that's the front, and it's not sewn or filled or anything like that. And here are the ears, so just need to be attached to the right places, but first I need to fill it in with some yarn because I'll be using the scraps that I have from yarn to fill the bear. So yeah, that's the progress so far. Using my phone to do that, and basically in the car or on my break and so on too. I had a system, so head and ears, no, ears one day, head another day, arms another day, legs, and then body, and then one day it took me the cardigan, and then another day to sew it together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. 7, you need a week. And so as you have seen on the photo, hopefully I will show you that. Hopefully I showed you the book. I'm going to go down and record. But I use a finger gauge yarn, and I thought it would be okay because the gauge is not really so important. But I found a stop moment when they, instead of saying how many rounds you have to knit, they said knit it for 8 centimeters or knit it for something centimeters. And if I had a gauge and I would check my gauge, I would do the math and I would know, and I did not know. So anyway, at the end of the day, Seb is laughing, it's a rat. I should make a tail for him. The body got a little bit chunky fella, and the head is way smaller than in the standard pattern, let's say that way. But that's the only color I could grab onto. Obviously I'm not an expert of putting eyes and nose, and you know, it's not so clear, just very basic information, so you need to do your best. But we all kind of enjoy him, and yeah, even though he did not work the way it should work, because the head should be way bigger. And I double checked that I make mistake, because by the ridges, and that's what I was when I was knitting, that was the best way to count, because it's knitted in garter stitch, best way to count how many you have left. So I was marking with the progress keeper, and then from that, let's say you had to do 10 rounds. So I was okay, 5 edges, right? So you were just counting. So you were counting just like, let's say those U on the sweater it'd be better. So you see you have either wave up or wave down. So you decide which one you need to count. So let's say go down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? So let's say I did a marker over here. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know I have to stop. So that's basically what it was. Also, I was figuring out how long is the body comparing on the photo, which is not, you know, he's sitting on the photo. So sitting on the photo, and I was thinking like this gap should be okay, right? We don't have a space for big toys, and I wanted something little, so I've already knitted my little one and this bunny, so check that on the screen. And I probably should have followed, because that pattern comes with 2. You have actually 4, because you have a girl bunny, you have boy bunny, you have bear girl and boy girl. No, boy bear, sorry. And then you have them already kind of with clothes, because you can't take them off with that pattern. And but you can also have them like without clothes, and you can probably make clothes if you want to. So the pattern is like spotless. Definitely check that video. I'll maybe link it at the end so you can click it when it shows. So bunny. And I knitted that bunny twice, and it looks exactly the same. So basically this is the one, the first one I knitted for my friend's daughter, and then this one is for my daughter. So as you can see, there's a consistency, so that means it's a good pattern and good designer. Actually, if you go and check her out, wow, yeah. This one you need to get a book, and I haven't mentioned that. I'll try to see if I can link it somewhere where that book is available. And obviously you have a name on the title, so check that out yourself. It has loads of patterns, and my little one just goes through it, and she's like from 11 months. I said find a bear, and she'll be like flipping, and then she smiles to it. So I knew that I had to try. I used what yarn I use. So I use a fingering weight yarn. I knitted on 2mm knitting needles, wooden ones, straight ones. That was fine. With the I had to go with the with the longer circular for this, because you need all 60 something stitches, almost 70 stitches. So obviously that would not fit on this little tiny needles that I had, but everything else was fine on that, because you knit things. Sorry for the camera. You knit this flat and then you sew, which is, again, don't worry if there's a pattern in regards like they have a garter stitch. If you don't have that extra stitch that it looks like a V, so basically you start from the first stitch and knit, not the slip, and it will create the garter, those bumps, and basically you will be lifting one bump from one side and one to another side, and it'll be very easy to join, and it looks seamlessly. So you have it over here. His back is seamed. So you see, it's really nice. I'm not so great when you have the slip stitch. So if you knit flat and first on every side you slip, you will have a nice chain on the side, and basically between that chain you just lift the ladders, but somehow it doesn't go with me the nice close up. I never get that. So like my finishes are, I need to work on that basically. But with the garter stitch to join it together, beautiful, definitely. You can do that too, and you don't have to worry about that. And also his legs. Yeah, so anyway, I think it's cute. I think it's unique. I think it's a handmade, and we don't have a name for him. So maybe you can write it down. How would you name him down below? I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Bye.